Right, let's do a walkabout. What is that? Oh, nothing. Is it something on nothing? What is that? Oh, whatever it is. Mirrors are fine. Bodywork's fine. These ain't cracked or broken. Little buckets just in case. Mudguards are fine. Tyres, wheels fine. Everything like that's all right. Hey? Yeah? Tank okay. Okay, I'll have a look now. Little faint mark there. Passenger side. Where are we looking? Oh yeah, top of the driver's door again, something sticking out. See you later. Oh wait, yeah. Ooh. See you later. Stone chips. Nothing you can do about stone chips and stone pecks. Nothing like that. There's nothing major. Again, it's just a little, you know, it's the doubts. Ooh, scratch my door. I'm not saying this driver, but some drivers would say, the idiot scratched my door. That's the, but not in this case. Little steps. Again, mudguards, all right. Whilst we're here, let's just give a light check. Let's grab the keys. Look, what you can do with these. This one is really well looked after. Look, as soon as you open the door, you think, oh, right, I've got to look after this one. Climb up the stairs. Ooh, grab the keys. Right, grab the keys. Right. What you can do a light check. Look, you can push this button here on the keys, hit the lights. That puts all your lights on. So, although they're not flashing, it just shows you that the bulbs are working, or in this case, the LEDs are working. These are really good for helping you when you're changing lanes. The sliders, no damage on the sliders. All that's good. No cracked lights on the cracked lights. Trailers, you can't much control. Nothing obvious on the trailers, all good. Park brakes in, so she's held the pressure. There's no air leaks over the weekend. That's let's go around the back. Have a look. It's an empty box, yeah. It's shut, yeah, no problem. Again, backlights, indicators, all that. What this does is it just puts them on for you to check them. Oh, puts them on so you can check them when you can see them. Let's get close to the motor. Yeah, mudguards are all right. Always give them a tap. You can hear them if they've got a problem, or if there's something broken or hanging off or whatever. We've got no choice. We are a 40-footer because we've got a 40-foot box on. All right, plates on. Again, no problem with the lights. See, this isn't damaged on this one. Slider. Oh, slider looks like it's had a push. Look, something odd about the slider. Just been caught coming out of a steep slope. They're good, but they do get in the way. But I prefer sliders. I like sliders. Wheels all right. Yeah, all good. Tank's okay. Behind the cab's okay. These fenders ain't been damaged in any way. Wow, really good, Nick. Let's just have a quick look at the mileage. Oh, let's switch the lights off. There we are. Lights are off. Lights on. Lights off. All the lights are working. Just give them a bit of a wipe so you can, in case there's a bit of dust or dirt or filth or whatever on them. Okay, up the steps. Oh, I'm not mad keen. I like to keep my boots on. We're all different. We all like different things. So again, I like to leave it as I find it. What we like for mileage. Oh, done a few clicks this one, hasn't it? Kilometers. Yeah, right. And all inside's great. Perfect. We've even got a printer. We can print our own notes off in this one. Microwave, you know, little air gun to blow any dust. Blow any dust away. Yeah, all good. Let's crack on then. So I know you enjoyed the last reversing video, so let's have a look at this one and see how we get on. That turned out very easy. Oh, it looked much worse than it was. Easy peasy that was. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I thought it was going to be a bit tight around here, but easy peasy. And him there. That's a clever bit of kit, isn't it?
You like it?
Just grab, well, I'm a YouTuber and we get all sorts in these containers and we haven't seen one of them before. We've seen the drums and stuff. But it's a clever bit of kit how it grips it.
What's that for?
YouTube, I'm a YouTuber. Well, I've got to show you this. You know there's a printer in here to print your notes. Look at this for a fantastic stapler. You know, as mere mortals have to press the button, don't we? But what's this? It's even automatic. Look, let's put this near it. Isn't that amazing? It's a proper big chunky thing, this is. Proper big chunky thing. Wow. I want to see the size of the damn thing. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We'll do one more. I know we're using all the staples, but if I had this, I'd use all the staples and all the batteries. Here we go. Watch, not touching nothing. Isn't that amazing? Wow. That's a lovely bit of kit. Isn't it? That is a lovely bit of kit, that is. That's the poshest stapler, biggest poshest stapler I've ever seen. Wow, I'm really impressed by that. Right then, we've made sure we remembered everything. Digicards out, got my keys, give the floor a bit of a clean, put the shoes back where we found them this morning because we ain't got this one tomorrow, we got another one tomorrow, and that's the way. Leave it as you found it, and then he'll say, oh, Reggie did a great job. Can we have Reggie again, they'll say. Yeah. So watch this for a while. I was watching Tony 1721. Now I reckon he's an ex-squaddy. They were the last numbers of his army number. Anyway, he comes from a similar area to I do, Birmingham. I come from the north of Birmingham. He comes from central and more like towards southern Birmingham that way. Much the same, you know, we're two brothers from a different mother. So let's watch this first, and then I'll put you my twist onto it, shall we? So let's listen to
look at this.
Tone. And
I just can't believe this. Irene Series 6-piece nest of saws, $3.95. Spring steel, tempered and hardened. Do it yourself and save. One for every job. And what it is, it's a nest of saws. I mean, it's basically a handle and 5 saws. Hand saw, back saw, pruning saw, keyhole saw, compass saw. I don't know if they're all in there. I saw it and I thought, I've got to have it. I paid £1 for it.
Bargain! Paid £1 for it, bargain!
I've got to have this. So, let's take the cover off. We haven't got them all. We've only got... Oh, we've got them all. We have got them all. Let's just have a look. So this one would be... This is the back saw. It's in great condition. It really is in great condition. This is your keyhole saw. Or your compass. No, this is your compass saw.
Now he's picked this up. It's American.
That's fantastic. This is your keyhole saw. This is your pruning saw. No, sorry, that's your pruning saw. That's your compass saw. And then you've got your hand saw. Irene Series. It says foreign. Finest quality spring steel. So it's not made in America. But it has got $3.95 there. I'm intrigued. It's a shame. I wanted that to be made in America. But it's still... How is it here? How is it here? If it's foreign, it was imported to the US. How is it here? Well, I thought that was the buy of the day. I love this. Absolutely love it. So anyway, there you go. You tell me what's your favourite. My favourite one of the week is this island.
So I knew that was there. We're watching. We're watching Tony 1721. Go find him. Have a look at this. And I'm just about to make my other. I knew where there was a set of these, so I knew, right, we'll go and get them and we'll compare them. I went to Tone, my other man, Tony Bevan. Yeah, he likes to find you the stuff you can't find, and that's where I come in. This is where Tony comes in. He'll find you the stuff that you cannot find, and I also try to find you the stuff that cannot be found. Yeah. So continuing that theme, look Tone, look what I've got. Prestige cross or ripping saw. pieces of wood, tenon saw, pruning saw, metal blade, keyhole blade. It comes from, look, Sheffield, pedigree brand, registered trademark, England. So it always brings you back to that question. We see so many tools made very similar, the same, but some have got UK on it, some have got America. I knew this was here. What an interesting live blades. That's what it says there. A saw for every job. Same again there, look. So let's have a look. We've got this blade. This is slightly different. What age would this be? It's the same, but slightly, that's all. It's the same, but different. We've got this blade, Sheffield steel, warranted. And we've got a smaller version of that. Now, has he got that from another kit and just put it with this, or is it something you could buy at the time? We've got this one. Nothing written on this one, no. I reckon that's the the wood cutting saw. They must have had some good use to it. This is another, is this the keyhole saw? I don't know what that is. That's another one. And we've got this one. I'd say this is more like to be the metal one. Much less sharp teeth. There's wood, look. Yeah, and so there's this saw blade, and then there's this blade. These two are stuck together. Then there's this blade, look, which is quite long. Again, there's no name on this one. No, maybe if we cleaned it up, we might find something. And then there's another one, which is connected to that one. No name, but it's shorter. Yeah, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But is that the correct one for there, or has he took it off another kit? Off another one somewhere? There should be 5. And we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blimey. You see that a lot. I do in the tool world. I do see the same, almost identical, or the identical tool, but with maybe a different destination, American and British. Is this firm somehow connected to the other firm where your saw came from? Who nicked the idea of who? Did they nick the idea? Did they buy the idea? Was it the same firm that made them all and then just put their stamp on it? Who knows? How does it all? Tools are fascinating. And what sort of age are we looking at this? Okay, the packet's had a beating. Actually, the last time I saw it, I think I created that rip when I handled it. But so, what age might this be? There's no date on it. Let's have a look. See, there's no date. Prestige brand. They liked that. It used to be like the snail brand, isn't it? And there's eagle brand. So that sort of, is that telling us the sort of era, the age, the brand? They like the brand on everything. So I ran off and I got it from Tone to just as a point of interest and a point of discussion. Yeah, fascinating. So we are connected by a multi-purpose saw. And what's the modern version? Do they make a modern version? If they did make a modern version, do you think it would sell? Is this because Is this was here because times were harder? People were skint? People had a lot less money to spend? Is this a sign of the times? Is this history talking to us? You know, or is this just a gimmick that came along at the time? The tools are so fascinating once you start looking and thinking and watching and comparing. And this has got it well printed, Sheffield steel. And Sheffield was very, and now a bit, I suppose, was very famous for their steel making. And your American, was it famous? Did it have a steel factory over there and was making the same sort of steel? Wow, so many questions, isn't there? So many questions. So, you know I'm not a fan of push bikers, don't you? But I'm not a fan of them because I want them to stay safe. Now look at this. What's wrong with allowing him to go on the pavement? He's not really supposed to ride on the pavement. Well, there's nobody walking. It's not a built-up area. Obviously, he's going to work. What's wrong with allowing him to ride on the pavement? Obviously, having to ride with responsibility on the pavement. But the hold-up these people are creating, they've got the right. He could, fair enough, he could cycle. He's brave. He could cycle in the middle of the road. They've now got priority, which was always, you know, we don't want to run them over. We want to keep them safe. But what's the problem with allowing this guy to go on the pavements? So look, we're going to pass him safely now. I want to save his life. Mad, suicidal. Obviously, he's using his bike to go to work or whatever. But they really, they're a menace. And they should be allowed to go on the pavement when it's not full of people. All right, when it's full of people, you can't do it. And obviously, they've still got to drive carefully, but wow, can you imagine him with his push bike coming down here and me with an Arctic behind him, and the traffic chaos that would be behind, especially with impatient car drivers and whatever. You'd never be able to pass him properly and safely. It's this push biking rule somehow, some way, just isn't working, is it? It just isn't working. We should allow him to travel on the pavement when he can't see if he can't see a person in front of you on the pavement. He should be allowed to go on the pavement. Be safer for him, be safer for us. This is creating carnage. I'd like to see the figures. I'd like to see how many more people have died since they've changed the rules. You can't be safe giving them full access to a road, to a busy road. You know, it can't be right. Something not quite right somewhere. So let's have a look at this one. Now this one, I think, not that we could report, but it's a load of aggro. We should have people watching the internet and watching the people that put these films on. Look, this guy should be brought off the road. Watch, keep watching, keep watching. As shocking as it is, remember there's a roundabout ahead of us. Look at this. He should be brought off the road. Now, it doesn't matter what time, doesn't matter what date. The police should watch these videos, and if they see, as part of anybody's video on the internet, that they see a car doing something, they've got the address of that guy. So they should, find him, make a phone call, because you don't need a local bobby to go and see him. You just need a phone call. They know the address, they know the person that car's registered to. They should ring him up and say, by the way, blah blah blah, we've got evidence of you being a complete tool and overtaking before a roundabout, driving completely dangerously. He didn't even come out of that entrance there. Look, here he is. Look. So you'd ring them up. I'm Sergeant whoever, Sergeant Fern, shall we say, Mr. Policeman Plod Fern. You're now going on a list, and your vehicle's on a list for 6 months, 12 months. If we see your car misbehaving again on the internet, we will send a local bobby round to come and see you and to speak to you. And if it's caught another time, they will prosecute you. They will ask for the evidence. They will chase it. What more evidence do you need? Okay, the time might be wrong, the date might be wrong. Doesn't matter. The camera does not lie, and people like this simply need to be brought off the road. Simples. And look, and it's not a case that you can make a film fit a particular thing. Here I am coming up the road, coming through the traffic, taking my time. I'm a bloody big Arctic, so I'm making my way. There's cars parked here. I'm making my way slightly uphill. So yeah, you know, I'm way slower than a car. We've got a roundabout coming up here. There's cars coming towards us, and this idiot comes out of nowhere. There's no excuse for that at all. No excuse at all for it. Just before a roundabout. These people, and the thing is, you might say, oh Reggie, I'm being a bit, but what if this idiot is the idiot that runs over your child coming from school, your daughter coming from school? What if this is the idiot that crashes into your wife and your mother going off for a shopping trip, or your brother or your sister coming home from work? These are the idiots that are killing people, and they're not seen before. How long will it be before this guy kills somebody, runs somebody over, smashes into a car, kills them? And the stupid thing is they'll say, oh, it was an accident. Oh, it was an accident. This happened, that happened, whatever happened. It wasn't an accident, because this idiot has been driving like this for some time and getting away with it. Yeah, these idiots the police need to be more active. And obviously they can't be everywhere, but as dash cam carriers can be everywhere, doing everything, can't we? We can be their eyes and I don't mind being the eyes and the ears. I don't mind if this guy loses his job and because he loses his license. Just drive more carefully. One person that's not going to kill somebody's loved one, somebody's son, daughter, mother, brother, because that's what's going to happen. There's a killer. There's a killer for you. Killer in the making. Oh, here we go. This is Spaghetti, by the way. Gravelly Hill Junction, Spaghetti Junction. The name explains everything. It is spaghetti. It's like spaghetti. Look at this. It's the biggest junction on the motorway network in the United Kingdom. Yeah, it's got junctions and lanes. I think it's got a canal running through it. It's got a railway line running through it. I think it's even got a river running through it. It is the biggest junction in the country, and it's Spaghetti Junction. It's the main junction running into Birmingham. And you can see this road here. This is where this man is coming from. And he's there. He's rightfully there. He's been guided there because he's come from a direction. We've come over the top. We're going into Birmingham, and there's two roads. These are the people coming north, coming from the south into Birmingham. That's M6 South Lane coming from there. We've come from. That's M6 South approaching, and I'm coming from. No, that's M6 North approaching. I'm approaching from the. I've cocked that up, haven't I? I'm approaching from the north, heading south into Birmingham. These approaching from the south, heading north into Birmingham. And this lane that's on the right-hand side of us, this truck here, he's come from Tyburn Road, Lichfield, somewhere. He's been perfectly correctly guided that way. The roads just join together. So, first of all, you're on a massive, massive junction. So there's vehicle swapping, changing, going everywhere. And you're in the second city, so it's not as if you're in a local town and everybody knows and there's very few strangers. This place is full of strangers. Nobody knows where they're going because there's that many of us. So I'm coming along and I'm seeing him there, and he's perfectly correct in where he is at. But I know as a truck driver, he doesn't want to be there. He wants to get his arse out of that lane as fast as possible. So at this point, I don't know where he's going to go. All I know is he doesn't want to be there. So I'm going to hang back and I'm going to let him come across. So here I am now. Give him the space to come across, right? So this guy, okay, fine enough, but then he tucks in over here. So he is keeping away from him because he's thinking this guy wants to come over. So that's not too bad. He's keeping away from him. This guy knows that this guy will want to, at one point, at some time very, very soon, this guy's going to move over. Now watch this plonker. Look. And if he would have turned on him, look, watch. Put his indicator on, look. This one wasn't watching the whole picture, wasn't looking at the whole picture. This guy's waiting behind. Here he comes. He's watching his signs, he's watching his sat-nav. He's not really sure where he's going. He's trying to make his way over. Let's bring him home safely. Yeah, so he's safe now. We've let him transfer across. Now he must have been sweating because he must have been thinking, oh my God, I'm running out of space. I'm running out of time. My junction's coming up. I want to be, even if he knew where he wanted to go, it was still a tight run to get him across there. So I just eased off back and let him go where he wants to go. Because, you know, after all, I only want to look after me and my truck. There's only two rules. Keep me safe and keep the truck safe. That's all that matters. Just keep out of everybody's way. Again, it's the same question. If an accident happens, is it their fault for running into you, or is it your fault for being in a position that they can run into you? Yeah, just let people do their thing, because all you want to do is keep yourself safe. Not really sure what happened here. Not really sure. Did they jump the lights? What happened here? What happened here? We're on red lights. Okay, fine. Did they not stop at the light? Did they not stop? Keep your eye on that blue car and the lights. Look, the lights changed there. So I think they didn't spot the lights. Again, they're probably lost. They're probably thinking, oh my God, where am I going to go? We're entering the city, you know, watching the signs. So I think realize the mistake, hit the brakes. What to do? Did you put your foot down or just stop? Panicked a little bit, went, oh, hold on, oh, jump the lights. Did the passenger say, red light, red light? I don't know what happened. But anyway, she's got herself, or they've got themselves in a pickle there, so they thought, stop. Safest thing to do, really. You know, stop. Wait until it's clear to carry on. And he was a bit unkind because he was beep. You know, that's what they do. You've had your punishment, you've had your beep, and on they go. So I don't really know. No, I don't really know. What do you think? Let's make that bigger. Let's have another look. Let's have a look. And the great thing about these cameras, you can bring it back, can't you? Bring your film home and you can watch it literally inch by inch by inch, each foot of travel, and you can watch everything else. Where at the time I just thought, what the hell? How did that happen? So I pressed the record button, and now in the comfort of my home, we can go through it bit by bit and have a look exactly what the hell went on. Yeah. So dash cams, the most invaluable piece of kit you'll ever put in your car.